What's up, my wizards? It's Dev. SBMTG down there, YouTube.com. We like magic, and there is a lot to like about magic today, as a matter of fact. It is 25th anniversary announcement day. This morning, Wizards gave us many announcements to check out, most of which are extraordinarily hype. Like, seriously, have got me really, I don't even know how to process it. I haven't processed half this information yet. I'm just going to go through the article and go point by point in order for all the announcements here, because some of these are ridiculous, and if you haven't heard about them yet, then you will be happy. You will be made happy by at least 2 or 3 of these. So, let me run through the article. First of all, Ixalan releases September 29th. We know that, and we know a couple of other cool things about Ixalan, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot, but here's our first quote of note. Quote, "Brave the unknown as you venture to the new world of Ixalan, where all we know so far is that," and get ready, brace yourselves for probably the best sentence ever in a Magic announcement. Here it is. All we know so far is that Pirate Vraska battles dinosaurs. Pirate Vraska battles dinosaurs. Like, what are you smoking over there at Wizards? Whatever it is, it must be pretty awesome, because that is the most creative and weird and nerdy and fun and awesome thing I have ever heard in my life. There's another part of this announcement where they say, "Saddle up your dinosaur." Part of the art, I'll show it to you right here, includes a guy riding a dinosaur for realsies. For actual serious realsies, you guys. I'm super stoked about that. Pirate Vraska is pretty amazing too. I mean, let's not get past the Pirate Vraska thing. As dumb as some people probably think that is, I embrace this announcement for its sheer ridiculousness. Like, this is almost like an unset. More on that later. But Pirate Vraska battles dinosaurs. Could not have wanted anything more out of Ixalan. That sounds incredible. We also found out, by the way, I think I'm calm now. We also found out, by the way, when the second set in that block, which is called Rivals of Ixalan, will release. That's going to be coming out on January the 19th. So we get a fair break between these two sets. But in any case, Rivals of Ixalan, January 19th. That's not as exciting as the last announcement, but it's still cool. By the way, speaking of Ixalan, there's a lot of Ixalan news today. We'll also give what Wizards is calling a multiplayer out-of-the-box experience called Explorers of Ixalan. This is going to come with 4 60-card decks, just so you know. And I think that that's a really cool idea. It comes with some other goodies too, like there's double-sided tokens and stuff. It comes with dice. Like, all of that seems really cool, but I'm very interested in 4 60-card decks. It seems interesting, especially at an MSRP of $65. It's like $64.95, I think. And that is not bad considering you get 4 decks. That's cool. And a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff, including, again, double-sided tokens. It's pretty sweet. And just so you know, that's going to be coming out November 24th, 2017, just in time for Christmas, yay! I am super excited and boiling over for this, because just like phrases like "saddle up your dinosaur mount," just, I don't know, they awaken something in me that was long since forgotten when I was like 5. Remember Dino Riders, by the way? Am I the only one old enough to remember Dino Riders? That was a real thing. But anyway, "saddle up your dinosaur mount" is the other coolest thing I've ever read in a Magic announcement. I don't care how nerdy or dumb it sounds. This, I am very much on board with. Give it to me now. Leaving Ixalan, regrettably though, and talking about some other stuff, we're also getting some more dual decks coming up soon. It's going to be Merfolks versus Goblins, and that'll release on November 10th. Of this year. I wonder how the professor feels about that. I think that he'll be pretty happy. I'm pretty happy, honestly. I'm glad that Merfolk gets a dual deck. That's going to be sweet. There's also the idea that we're going to see some cool goblins and stuff that maybe cost a lot of money, and this will be an easy way to get them. Like, please, Goblin Guide, please, that would be awesome. But there's also probably going to be some Merfolk that are getting a little bit pricey and are going to be included in this dual deck. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'm glad that they're doing this. Wizards also announced that we're getting another FTV set. This one from the vault, Transform, a weird one. This one also drops on November the 24th of this year, same as Explorers of Ixalan. And this is basically going to feature 15 transforming cards from Magic's history. I'm not really sure where they're going with that. Like, you know, like there's a lot of stuff. There's Death Mist Raptor, Thing in the Ice, Den Protector and stuff. There's stuff from way back in the day, you know. So I could see there being some stuff, but I don't know. I'm not sure about this FTV, guys. Like, let me know what you think would be some great cards for it, but Honestly, I'm just, transform, really, I don't know. Like, if we see Brian Elemental or Vesuvian Doppelganger, I'll be pretty stoked about that, but I just, maybe could have picked a better subject, but in a sea of incredible announcements, I'll let this one slide. Another announcement appears. There's like 5 more of these guys, so get ready. I'm trying to run through them relatively fast while still trying to spend some time talking about them, but there's more of these. This next one's cool, though. We got the announcement as to when our next Masters set is going to come out. That's going to be March 16th of next year, and it's going to be called the 25th Anniversary Masters Edition. This has me a little bit hyped. 25th Anniversary Masters Edition could mean an awful lot of things, but it is much too early for speculation on that. How's it going to be different from our iconic Masters? I am not sure 100%, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm pretty hype about this idea, but I want a little bit more information on what exactly Wizards means by that. But this is probably my favorite announcement of the day. I've been waiting to tell you about this. Okay, so I don't know how much this is going to mean to certain players, because I know that a lot of players are new, but even if you're new, you've probably heard about this place, and if you're old, then you grew up with this place playing Magic, so here it comes. All right, so April of next year. What's the date on that? April 28th, specifically, of 2018, we'll be returning to Dominaria. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going back to Dominaria. Awesome! Like, this is another one that I want a little bit more information on. Exactly where in the storyline are we? Are we going back to Brothers War? Is it Urza Mishra? Are they going to be there? Is it going to be like post-invasion storyline? Like, there's a lot to cover when it comes to Dominaria. We were in Dominaria for a very, very long time at the beginning of Magic here. So there is a lot to discuss as far as that goes. This is the thing that I'm absolutely most hyped about. Make no mistake, and I make no secret of it. I am super happy they're doing this, and just so you know, Richard Garfield, the creator of Magic, has been announced to be on the design team for this set. So, it's just so you have no idea, guys. I cannot put it into words. I'm literally just making noises like I don't even know. I am completely at a loss here. I wish that I could tell you more about how I feel about this, but I'm pretty sure I'm making it very clear how I feel about this. I am very much a fanboy. I've been playing Magic since almost the beginning, and I spent most of my teen years in Dominaria and into my 20s, so I can't freaking wait to see what's happening here. And if that weren't hype enough, more announcements. I've already told you that Wizards has made the announcement that there's going to be core sets again. Well, we finally got a concrete date on the next core set. But brace yourselves, it's over a year from now. On July the 20th of next year, we're going to see a new core set. And all Wizards will say for now is that they've got some, quote, tweaks to the formula. No idea what those are. And Rosewater, all but in his article on Monday, he basically said that these are not core sets, but they are. So we're still just going to be calling them core sets until they come out and we know what to call them, but no idea what the changes are going to be, what the tweaks to the formula are, but we know that we're going to get a set that's half reprints and half new cards, and it's going to have a focus on newer-ish players. You know, the cards won't be as complicated, but like I said in Monday's video, don't take that to mean the cards won't be as good. Lightning Bolt is not a complicated card. It's fantastic. Dark Ritual, not a complicated card. One of the best cards ever. So don't think that uncomplicated means bad. And last but not least, final announcement. I promise we made it to the end, guys. Thanks for sticking in there with me. We get to see the third and final. Hope you're sitting down. Please brace yourself. This is another crazy one. We get to see the third unset. It's actually happening, you guys. It's very, very, very serious. I'm so serious. It's really happening. We got Unglued, we got Unhinged, and now we're getting Unstable. If you are new to the game and you've never experienced an unset before, these are incredible. Basically, it's a set where all the cards are silver bordered. None of them are available to play in tournaments or at your F&M or anything. They're completely not tournament legal in any format. They're just incredibly fun cards with weird designs and stuff, like Night of the Hokey Pokey. You ever seen this before? That was a card in an unset. Also, Big Furry Monster, I think it was called. Like, the unglued sets or the unsets just contain the most creatively designed cards in all of Magic, and I cannot wait to get my hands on some of these when the set comes out. Unsets are some of my favorite things ever, and don't forget that the unsets always have full art lands in them. And yeah, we've seen full art lands here relatively on a regular basis for the most part. But unsets tend to have different full art lands that look different from the full art lands that we see in normal sets. So can't wait to see what they come up with as far as not only the cards, but what they make these lands look like. Hopefully, they're super duper pretty. Those are some of my favorite parts of unsets, are the basic lands. And they better be there. They better be there, Wizards, or I riot. I won't riot, but still. I'll be upset and I'll cry if they're not there. But anyway, can't wait to see that. There actually is one more announcement from today, at least. It's not an official announcement. It's more of a leak. But we did get to see another Nicol Bolas today, just so you know. But we don't know his starting loyalty yet. This is Nicol Bolas the Deceiver, or at least what we know about him so far. He's 8 mana, 5 a blue, a black, and a red, Grixis colors for a Planeswalker Bolas with mysterious loyalty. We don't know it yet. It's got +3. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. It's got -3, destroy target creature and draw a card. And it's got -11, Nicol Bolas the Deceiver deals 7 damage to each opponent and you draw 7 cards. Well, this appears to be the Planeswalker deck Nicol Bolas, and if it is, this is the best Planeswalker deck Planeswalker I've seen, maybe ever. It does cost 8 mana, and we don't know its loyalty. Its loyalty could be 4, for all we know. Although, if I had to take a wild guess, I'd say that his loyalty starts at 5. That's just me. That's just me. I'm not a huge fan of his +3, although I will say, it is +3. That's a lot of loyalty for this ability. Now, your opponent will almost always choose to discard a card. I would imagine, you know, they may sacrifice a creature if they got a token worth sacrificing or something. Or just, you know, a wide board and they can afford to do that. 3 life is pretty good, but you are giving your opponent an awful lot of agency in this in Nicol's first ability here. Not sure how much I like it, but I do like 3 loyalty. Seems good. Seems very good, actually. His second ability is great. Like, definitely great. Like, super crazy card advantage. Not only do you get to kill a guy, but you draw a card. Those are maybe the 2 best things you can do in a game of Magic. Maybe, possibly. So, that is a very good second ability. Make no mistake. That looks insanely good right there, and it's the mode that I think the card will actually be predicated on for the most part. But if he does start at 5, you'll get to Ultimate in just a couple of turns, and his Ultimate is pretty good too. Pretty good. Draw 7 is great, and you know, deal 7 to dudes to your opponents is that's nothing to sneeze at either. Like, you do that 3 times, you win the game. Ultimating a Planeswalker 3 times in one game is a little bit too much to ask, I would say. But even if you just ultimate him once, you get a full grip, and that is good. Let me know in the comments what you guys think his starting loyalty is. I'm sticking with 5. Sticking with 5. Could be 4, could be 6, but I don't think it's either one of those. I don't think it'd be so weak as to be 4, and I don't think it'd be so overpowered as to be 6. But anyway, I should probably wrap this thing up because that's a lot of announcements and a leak. So that's probably running pretty long here. But if you can't tell, I am incredibly stoked about this day, you guys. Pirate Vraska riding on Dinosaurs, returning to Dominaria. Like, gee, it's incredible that I'm keeping my head on my shoulders right now. It should have popped off at some point during this video. But I am super stoked. You guys let me know what you're most excited about among all of these announcements. You know, let me know how you feel about this unset. Let me know what you think Return to Dominaria is going to be like. Right, you know? Let me know what reprints you want to see in that core set. I'm going to do a whole video about that at some point in the near future, or maybe possibly far future, but I'm going to do a video about that. Really want to know what reprints you want to see, though. Like, there's a lot to talk about, you guys, and I'm really looking forward to any discussions that we have in the comments section. But for now, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video. Please like the video. That would help a lot. I just hate to beg, but just do it. Please do it. You can also follow us on Twitter at SBMTGDev, or you can check out our Patreon and support us at patreon.com/SBMTG. But I get out of here for now because I'm pretty sure by the time I get done editing this video, there's going to be more stuff to talk about because that's been the last 3 days. Somebody said the other day that this week has been like E3 for Magic, and yeah, it definitely has been. We need more of this, you guys. Wizards, we need more of this because this has been a very exciting week to be a Magic player. But anyway, I'm Deb from SBMTG. As always, thanks for watching, my Wizards.